The British government just lets asylum seekers in.
Many people think there are lots and lots of refugees and asylum seekers in the UK. In fact, the UK takes very few asylum seekers in comparison to the rest of the world.
Asylum seekers come here to sponge off our benefit system.
Asylum seekers are not entitled to work or benefits. Each asylum seeker is given roughly £35 a week or £5 a day to live on.
Asylum seekers jump the queue and get nice council flats.
Actually, asylum seekers are randomly allocated properties, which are usually deemed hard to let in undesirable areas.
Asylum seekers and refugees are coming here from all over the world.
Britain is a multicultural society full of people who have migrated here from all corners of the globe. However, the majority of asylum seekers currently coming into the UK are from Syria or Afghanistan.
Most asylum seekers are criminals and terrorists.
Asylum seekers and refugees are no more likely to be criminals than any other person. In terms of asylum seekers being terrorists, it's highly unlikely that the Home Office would grant anyone who they thought to be a terrorist refugee status in the UK.
Asylum seekers are stealing our jobs.
The law states that asylum seekers are not allowed to work, which means they cannot take our jobs. Asylum seekers could wait for up to 10 years for a decision on their refugee application. By this point, they could be completely de-skilled, lacking in work experience, and are often unable to get a decent job.
You can't move in Britain for refugees.
Actually, the number of refugees in the UK is around 117,000. This is a small percentage of the 65 million people in the UK.
Asylum seeker, refugee, economic migrant, they're all the same.
An economic migrant is somebody who has moved from one country to another in search of work, whereas an asylum seeker is someone who has moved from one country to another because they fear for their lives. The word asylum means safety. Working in partnership with LUSU, our goal is to get this university to grant scholarships to those who seek sanctuary in our city.